Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light projection, technology gain times 2 and 3. Here's the thing. I've done a few demonstrations on these cheap knockoff projectors, and I'm going to make this statement on YouTube so everybody can hear it. If you are using a knockoff projector, I will not sell paint to you. Now, this isn't any way, keep in mind, I'm in the business to run a company, right? Or I'm in a company to run a business, whatever it may be. But I'm in the business to make money, all right? And if it means I have to lose a sale to keep a customer from going down this road by making another mistake by using this projector on our screen paint, knowing it's not going to work, I'm not going to sell you something that's not going to work with your projector. Now, any kind of name brand projector, as in Epson, as in ViewSonic, as in BenQ, any one of those projectors, NEC, is going to work well. Now, someone was asking me about showing what projectors will work well. Any projector that doesn't sound like a U90 or a Happy Box or anything that sounds like that sounds something completely weird. And like I said, I showed you how to go in and check those native resolutions so you can see exactly what you're dealing with. So, you know, why would I sell you something to make a fast buck and knowing that it's not going to work? That's why I bought the projector. That's why I did the demonstration, to show you what these projectors really look like. I'm not going to do a review and show you a projector, that cheap projector on a white wall, pushed up against the wall, and then basically dim the light so it can say, look, it looks fantastic. No, I'm going to show you what it looks like in our environment and how it's going to react, so you know not to buy these projectors. All right, that being said, let's move on from there. Let's talk about black technology, or how our environments react to our screens. Now, keep in mind, none of my environments are dark. Now, one of the tricks I see a lot when it comes to trying to prove that your technology is ambient light projection is someone would take a small screen, tuck it away, have objects all around it, because keep in mind, these objects are going to block as much light as possible hitting the screen. And if you're using a projector of 42 lumens and up, my projector is 4000, that one's 42. We have to make sure the projector is pushed back far enough so basically it's a fair demonstration. Now, judging by the size of the screen, if they're using 4200 lumens, keep in mind the smaller the screen, the tighter the pixelations are going to push together. That means the image is going to be brighter and it's going to be sharper and it's going to be to take on more light. Now, if you were to do that demonstration and pull it back in our environment, well, we'll see exactly how far the screen is going to be able to survive the kind of lighting we use. Now, keep in mind, not only does my projector have to travel at 4000 lumens, there's light directly on the projector, so it loses lumens there. And by the time it makes contact with the screen, we have condensed lighting, and then we have LED lighting over top the screen. So the environment is extremely bright. Keep in mind, look at the amount of LED light that's hitting the fireplace is the same amount that's hitting the screen. That's why I do the projector in blank mode first, to show you exactly how much light has contact with the screen at all times. I'm not going to have a small little screen tucked away in a corner and then have a projector sitting right up on top of it, because right there, that is not a demonstration, that is light dodging. Alright, so let's go over here real quick. And also too, like I said, in my demonstrations, we use a lot of 720p projectors. I don't understand how some people will say that 720p is not the projector to go with, but they use it in their demonstrations, which I don't understand that. If you're not supporting 720p, don't support 720p. If you are going to support 720p, then you have the right to say you're going to use it in a demonstration. I don't understand that. So anyway, let me explain to you here. So the reason why we use these 720p projectors, and we get joked around for this, is because we want to show you that you don't have to have 4K, you don't have to have 1080p in order to have a fantastic looking picture. That our screen paint is designed to make a 720p projector look amazing. That's the whole purpose of it. Bring in new life into old technology. Alright, so let's start here. See if I can get this to play. Just to go a little farther back, it's kind of fighting me a bit on the rewind. Alright, there we go. That's better. So we got it playing in here. Alright, on all this window light. Now I'm going to come over here. This is a 92-inch. This is my 92-inch screen. My projector in here sits back, because it's a smaller screen, it sits back around 12 feet and some change away from the screen, about 12 feet. You see, this is 4200 lumens. It's going to have to travel 12 feet, all this light, and hit the screen and still come out with a decent image. And if you notice, there's nothing here or here, nothing blocking the picture at all. Look at this. There's nothing blocking. Got nothing blocking the image at all. And that's what we want, because I can't do a demonstration if I got something here, an object here, and an object here, and objects all around, to give it the illusion that it's decoration around the screen. You're blocking a lot of the ambient light. That's why I have it out in the open, so you can see all this light hitting the screen. And see how perfect the picture is going to look. At 12 feet back. And keep in mind, this is painted on a bed sheet. This is a bed sheet that it's painted on. And a bed sheet is acoustic, because guess what? You know how thin a bed sheet is? Think how thin a bed sheet is, alright? That's already acoustic. Sound is going to travel through a bed sheet. So you don't have to spend a lot of money for an acoustic screen, because a bed sheet is acoustic. Sound travels right through it. Sound would travel pretty much through anything. I mean, I have to put this for instance, if your neighbor's just blasting music next door, well, your walls ain't soundproof, guess what? You're going to hear the sound on the other end, because your walls are not soundproof. Look at that. So when we do demonstrations, there's no light dodging. What you see is what you get. You're going to see a fully lit environment. You're going to see condensed lighting hitting the screen. You're going to see the projector pull back. We're not going to do a demonstration where we're going to have a little screen pushed into a little corner, and you just got all these objects around it, and then the screen is barely taking on any light. That's why I put the projector in blank mode, to show you how much physical light has contact with the screen at all times. And let me show you something really quick. I'm going to go down for a minute. Go over here into my options. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to hit the HD quality and show you that my screen, my video is playing in 720p. We're not using 1080p, we're using 720p. That's all. This is why we do these demonstrations on these low entry level projectors, because we know that I can take this projector, anyone can take a 720p projector, and it's going to look incredible on their screen. Now, I'll take out the lights. I don't like to do this. I hate taking out the lights. Window lights. Lights back on. Look at the white levels on that black screen. This is being done in 720p. Fully lit environment. This is why I don't do demonstrations with the projector sitting too close to the screen. Like I said, when you tuck an image away, and that's what I said, there's a lot of tricks that go on. When you tuck an image away, like that in a little tiny area, and the projector is probably about 4,200 lumens, even 3,000 lumens, and it's sitting right up on top of the screen, then there's a problem there. It's clearly showing that, you know what I mean, you're pretty much dodging any kind of light hitting that screen. You don't want too many, you have objects around it that'll block a lot of ambient light. Projector sitting too close, so you got 42 or 3,000 lumens fitting right up in that little area. Pixelations are nice and tight, and that's going to give that a sharp and beautiful image. Even with any light around the environment, that image is still going to show up because the projector is just sitting too close to the screen. Look at this. No matter where I stand in this environment, the screen's going to pull up. No light dodging, nothing blocking the screens, nothing. This is what you call true ambient light rejection technology. And so when we do our demonstration, there's going to be no light dodging. I'm going to have this in a nice, bright environment so I can walk around in my environment from one screen to the next, and they're all reacting the same way. Next, an open window. With open door. I'm not going to set up the environment to make the screen comfortable. I'm not going to dim my lights to make the screen comfortable. I'm going to show you exactly what my environment looks like in a fully lit environment and all this light hitting the screen. Usually when you see demonstrations and they're set like that, that means the environment was prepped for the screen. Certain things were done to make the screen look good. Objects are placed around the screen to block out as much ambient light, but to give it more of a kind of a decorated look. The size of the screen, how far is the projector sitting from the screen? If the screen is that small, where's the projector sitting? Now, even though my projector is 4,000 lumens, I have done this demonstration on 2,600 lumens. I've done this demonstration on short throw and ultra short throw. You know me, I've tested my screens on multiple different forms of projectors, and those projectors do not sit right up on top of the screen. The only projectors that literally sit on top of the screen would be short throw and ultra short throw, and that's the reason why I said I don't like doing those demonstrations, because it's not a challenge to me. So to make it harder for this screen, like I said, all this lighting. Alright, for my time runs out here, I am Kenneth Bird from Illuminous 4K Screen Paint using ambient light rejection technology gain times 2 and 3, showing you how it's done when it comes to real ambient light rejection black technology. Of course, all our screens do this, so it's not just black. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration, and God bless. As I said before, please stay away from those projectors. If you did buy one of those projectors, keep in mind, like I said, these projectors will not work on our screen paint. It won't work on any form of screen, to tell you the truth. Just stay away from them. Save your money and stay away from them. Like I said, I've seen some of these cheap projectors going for at least a price range of $230, even $500. You know what kind of projector you could get for $500 if you're going to spend that kind of money for one of these things? and they may promise you 10,000 lumens. They're going to sweeten the pot. The higher the knockoff projector is going to be, the sweeter the pot's going to be on the specifications. Just stay away from it. I got a projector here coming very soon. It's $38 I paid for it. I got an NEC MP400. I'm going to show you that demonstration against the knockoff projector. Keep in mind, I've done this demonstration using a 200 lumen projector versus a $7,000 so-called knockoff projector, and it just didn't come out. It just didn't turn out well for that projector. If you notice, at one time in this demonstration, lights never were turned. Like we never turned the lights off. I never turned the lights off. Not we. It's only one of me. Look at this. Alright, thank you all for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Kenneth Bird, I gotta go, and God bless. New comfortable environments in this place.